Good morning, everyone. Welcome. My name is Menachem Creditor. It's my honor to serve as scholar in residence and rabbi for UJA Federation of New York. We bring you Torah and music, blessing, and community every weekday. We've been doing so since March 18th, 2020. Today it is Thursday, May 28th, 2026. What a blessing it's been for these last 6+ years to find friends from all over the world just to say good morning. John and Sandy, good to see you. Lydia and Scott, Jonathan and Deborah, Boker Tov, my friends. It's good to see all of you. Hi, Larry. Let's see who else is here. We'll say a few more good mornings, then we'll sing a bracha, learn some Torah, and start our day. Jack, Yoram, good to see you. Thanks, Penny. It's broadcast 1557. So, let's take a breath, sing a bracha, learn some Torah with Barry and Rosa, Natalie, Fran, and Arlene. Good morning, everyone. Yai lai 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 lai, diddy yai lai lai lai, diddy yai lai 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 lai, ai ai la lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu במצוותיו וציוונו לעסוק בדברי תורה, לעסוק בדברי תורה, הפוך בה והפוך בה, לעסוק בדברי תורה. Diddy I lie 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 lie. Diddy I lie lie lie. Diddy I lie 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 lie. I lie lie lie. Good morning, friends. Glad you like the view. As I've shared this week, I've been in Chicago, where I am part of the faculty of the Eye Center. The Eye Center is actually closing at the end of this program, but it has, for the last 18 years, been a beautiful center for Israel education, bringing together Israelis and Americans from all walks of life and religious persuasions for the purpose of meeting each other and building the field of Israel education. It has been an extraordinary privilege to be part of the faculty for the last 6 years, and the graduate students, rabbinical students, and others that I have been blessed to mentor and to be connected with. It's transformed my consciousness around my Jewish identity, the way that I teach, and the possibilities of building beauty in community. So, in their honor, in honor of all those who have built and taught and learned as part of iCenter, I share these thoughts. In Parshat Naso, our Torah portion this week, one of the most spectacular moments happens. We receive the language for the priestly blessing, for Birkat Kohanim. And Birkat Kohanim, the blessing that we offer our children, that we offer often other people, is extraordinary. The language should sound familiar. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka. May God raise God's illuminating face to you and grant you grace. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God lift God's own face toward you and grant you peace. What a powerful, beautiful set of words that clearly come from a place far beyond. It cannot be seen as a blessing that is generated by only human spirit. Reciting this blessing is actually allowing the divine to pour through us, through our expression, through the words of our mouth. And if you are a priest, if you're a Kohen, one of the beautiful things that you get to do in certain communities is stand before the community and offer the blessing as a conduit of God's own energy. Now, we're not supposed to look at the Kohen. I have had magical moments with my family when I place my talit over my own head and over theirs until they had their own. their own talit. But I had moments, especially when my children were young, holding them close and letting the blessing waft over us. It was a magical space full of giggles because of how fun it was, and it got stuffy, and it was just an extraordinary thing. To receive the blessing of the priest is no small thing. Which makes it interesting to know that in the Talmud, Masechet Chagiga, I happened to look it up recently, page 16a, for those who would like to look it up on Sefaria. It says that if a person looks at three things, they will go blind. Those three things are the priestly blessing, looking at a rainbow, and looking at the Nasi, the head of the Rabbinic Academy. And that's a strange assortment of things, especially because we are told in the Torah to make sure to look at the rainbow and to remember God's covenantal promise never to do it again. So why would it be that looking at these things would cause someone to go blind? What would be damaging about looking at a rainbow or at the priest giving the blessing or at the head of the Rabbinic Academy? And no one really knows, but I wanted to offer a thought. The beauty of those three moments, think about each in turn. The rainbow, which is a spectacular vision, both of the divine promise that the world will endure, but also of infinite light. The rainbow contains all colors. It is a combination of water, which refracts light, and our perception of it, and so it contains infinity. Rabbinic authority, as I well know, does not contain everything. But the rabbi, the Nasi, and it's in their day and in our day, is meant to channel something from far beyond. It isn't the limited human wisdom that we're called to share, it's presence. We might not have the answer, but the role of clergy is to be a good friend, is to be rooted in infinity and to share from it. But it's something from far beyond that's meant to pour through our best effort. Similarly, the priestly blessing is not a blessing that they create. They don't generate it. And the blessing that the priest says makes this clear. You might not hear it because it's not the loudest part of the practice, but when the priests stand before the community, just before they offer the blessing, they say the words that actually only priests say. Blessed are you, God, who commanded us to bless the people Israel with love. Which means that what pours through the priest in that moment is God's love, pure love. I believe what's supposed to pour through religious leadership is also pure love. And you could say that what a rainbow represents is pure light. It's not that you can't see, it's that it's too much to witness. It changes the eyes. When you have, and I hope that you have, been encountering something pure from someone else, something from far beyond, what you are experiencing is something that is too much to experience, but we stand as channels of goodness. We stand as channels of light and of love. We are human. We are never more than human. But through us, as Rosa just wrote, awe flows. The vessel that we are each called to be can contain a measure of this light. But as we know from Kabbalah, from mystical tradition, sometimes the vessels cannot contain the pure light. And perhaps one of the reasons we're not supposed to look directly at the priest offering the blessing is that if we look too closely, both we will see they're just a person, just like us, with their shoes off, with their hands raised, uttering words that they're too big for a person to say. But it might also be that they truly are conduits for God's blessing in that moment, just as we each are called to be in our moments. And we shouldn't look too close at that, because it's too much. It's too much already to be the vessel, let alone to witness a person making their best effort to be a vessel for holiness. Maybe this is just a complicated way of saying, isn't it amazing that our world through rainbows and we through our best intentions and our good learning and our attempts to be effective vessels for love. Isn't it amazing that we can tap into something from so far beyond, so transcendent? We have the capacity to share that goodness with our world, with other people. We're right here. We haven't broken. The goodness still flows. Don't look too closely, but make sure not to miss it. The rainbow is a beautiful thing to see. Leaders who show up are beautiful gifts to community, and blessing when offered should never be missed. Let's send our hearts to the east, friends. Let's sing. Kol hod balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefatei mizrach kadima ayin letzion tzofia od lo avda tikvateinu התקווה בת שנות 2000 להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים. Am Yisrael Chai. See you tomorrow.